or Norwegian wood. I'm not sure, but I think I've talked about When Breath Becomes Air already. So I think the first book that I read this year was After Dark by Haruki Murakami. I'm pretty sure. Basically, it's about this man from America who keeps trying to deny that he's gay, so he decides to travel to Italy to find himself. His definition of finding himself is trying to get rid of feeling those feelings. He ends up falling in love, and it's just a heartbreaking, beautiful, passionate story about love. And this book is very beautifully written. This is the only book that I've read by James Baldwin, but I really want to read another one because I know that his writing is very beautiful. And there's a lot of books where I just feel like authors are just adding fluff, and their prose isn't very good, but all of the sentences in this book are essential and beautiful and poetic, and he portrays desire and passion and also longing and sadness really, really well. So I highly recommend this book. This is also one of my favorites that I've read. It's The Idiot by Elif Batuman, and I love this book so much. Some people don't like this book because, like, there's not like a climax and then, you know, like a big plot. It's more about character development, I think, and living life, living everyday life. And I guess that can be boring to people, but I find it really interesting. So I highly recommend this book. Next book I read was the Copenhagen Trilogy by Tove, Ditlevsen. This was another book that I bought because of Mauve ASMR. It's an autobiography about this author, Tove Ditlevsen, and it has three parts. Three parts. Ditlevsen. She's finally chosen by this girl named Josie, and this is a dystopian society, so there's things that have happened that are not real, but have caused Josie to be sick. Basically talks about what it means to be human and what it means to have a human heart. Talks about loneliness, trying to fight loneliness, and I just think that Klara was a really heartwarming and touching narrator, because as an artificial friend, you don't have feelings. I mean, you do, but they're pretty superficial, obviously, because you're a robot. But as she observes Josie and her family and everybody that's in her life, she starts to begin to know what it means to feel. She uses those newfound feelings to try to save Josie because Josie's sick. And it's called Klara in the Sun because artificial friends are solar powered. So she has this really special relationship with the sun. And it's just, I know that people can think that it's honestly sad because it talks about how humans are so lonely. But I found it really heartwarming, and I really like this book. It was really cute. Not cute.